here for another Madden stream. We just had a bye, so I didn't do nothing that week. Now we gotta play Panthers. But this will be the only game I'm going to stream today because really done filling up to doing 2 games tonight. Because plus I got more things to do on top of tonight. So. First morning. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have time to get the other one off. I'll try, but I don't think I will. I've had a long day. I haven't got a break. I haven't got time to sit down, properly have a rest. Let's make him a deep threat. But no, I haven't forgot about it. It's still in my mind. Well, Sammy's going to be able to play again. So there goes Brian Edwards. Okay, alright. I got you. Oh man. Well, Christian McCaffrey hasn't had a great season. Only 4 rushes for 400 yards.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League.
I think it'll be pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is I think I may end up keeping Edwards and getting rid of another receiver, or let Sammy stay. Just let him ride his contract out and then send him somewhere else and make the Edwards be the next guy. But Edwards is like, if I had him better, he would be a better outside receiver, but knowing him, he's probably better at the slot.
There was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception.
Oh yeah, I could get draft picks for Watkins. Yeah, that's something else too.
Take care of the ball and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey, and not the starting.
I'll look into that at the end of the season. I'll let him ride this year. Because I don't know if I'll re-sign him. Well, I think he still have 1 more year.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick.
Well, a second, I could do good with a second. If it's a 3rd or a 4th, I may trade him and get something else to help the defense.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
Because apparently my run defense is god awful.
Short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Because I don't ever use my 3rd or my 4th. I just think of them are wasted picks.
That's tough.
And what we have to look out for and keep an eye on is the same thing that their coaches
unless
are
I just need something, I
wanting
can
to
get a
see if
second
guys are going to get
and a
discouraged
defensive
early
player.
and sag because of what's happened in the recent losing
Yeah,
streak.
at least get a second. If I don't get a second, I'll go get a defensive player
Now to take over. They'll be let out
to help me out.
#1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals.
But yeah, see, you can already see him in play. Watkins is in, came in. Duvernay's in slot.
He'll throw to start the drive. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Duvernay's a better slot receiver, I think, but he has play on the outside.
Good pick up there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play.
But I do want to keep Edwards. That's
Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
Now Burrow loses
For Christ's sake!
by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Every week we hear talk about.
I seen him, but I mean, I couldn't throw it to Watkins. If I threw it over my shoulder, he would have probably lost it.
And it shows you how the game
And fucking Hurts just couldn't get open to save his life.
For a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket now.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
Knock the ball free. Your coaches are upset.
But don't worry.
Right? So if you're a quarterback,
Carolina apparently hasn't been doing good this year, so this might be an easy game.
Take care of the ball.
I'm gonna say that now, but once I might get creamed.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive.
Boy, you better get that down, Bridgewater.
But now it's third down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
God dang it.
And he is going to have
that's right. Hold on, let me fix something. Just remember, I gotta fix that. Oh no, that's right.
And conversion.
First and 10.
He's not on the guy he should be on. There we go.
First and 10. And they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Come on!
Down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and
6-2 this year.
Because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
Thank God.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
on second down, here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
8 yards to go.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Bengal first down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 25-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. First and goal at the 1. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit would...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by...
There you go, Fitzpatrick.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
At the 10-yard
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Sammy Watkins the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
leads to second and goal.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. from the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Ah, damn it.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's McCaffrey.
Get in there.
A little space here up to the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is McCaffrey, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Blankenship out for the point after.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
Set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They go play action with Burrow. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And it's no good. Now he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Bridgewater on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, come on.
And this time he's got
that?
the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Bridgewater again. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. First down, Bengals.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
On the carry.
Detroit Pride that time gets the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to
Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that
by the time we have to leave the booth.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guy.
Airing one out for into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Look at that.
He'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play.
The pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case,
and now off to the races down the right side. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Bridgewater now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 12.
1 second down, McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd and goal.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
There's some water.
And the lead is down to 24. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. this one away, and off it goes.
Go get it.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And we're back now in Charlotte. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Cincinnati.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st and 10.
1st down, Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his pass incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
There you go, Fitzpatrick.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 8.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
Oh, well, there you go, Nixon.
And not much to speak
Well,
of.
shit.
1-yard gain up to the 26.
He's going to get his 100 yards
the
now.
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
Swift.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game.
Let's keep mixing
right now,
let's
they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. I try to eat some clock and mix it.
Come on. They got to grab a hold of my ass.
And then that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Burrow on play action. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. On the coverage. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Blankenship on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
51. Panthers 13.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20,
see
but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That's Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Actually, correction, Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, M.D. guilty there. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
He decided to give up. They were going to shoot it down there and give me an interception. After I done picked him off 3 times.
Hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I definitely got to get him in next game. Shit, man.
They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. I might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them. The Galilee rolling through the door in my face. All of the passions I finally started to realize. Never give up and go. I can't watch TV. It's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer with me. Keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find.
Let's see if we got anything.
Let's
resign this one. DJ. We probably could pick up DJ in a free agency. Oh, we play Mike next. Oh, God. Alright, that's been the stream. We only did one game. We got the win though, 8-1, and then we play OG Bon next. Go check out his game when we do it next. I'll be there to be commentating on his stream also. So check out my friends. I'd love for you to stop by, drop them a like, hit me with that like, subscribe, follow, and we'll see you next time.